Hi guys, welcome back. Beautiful Bella here with another video. So this just gonna be a little chit chat video. I don't have anything planned, but I'm trying to get used to being back on camera, being back recording, because it's like therapy for me. It's really not about views or like people seeing it. I don't care about that. I just care about getting it out. You know, you know how I go. So yeah, I'm trying to get used to recording. My husband and I actually are going to start a channel. I don't know what the name gonna be, none of that, but we'll see. So many moving parts, so many moving parts, so many moving parts. Yesterday's video was really hard. I had to get it out. It was like, I didn't care if anybody saw it, but the thing about it is like, I wanted to get it out, but I didn't want to hurt other people, you know, in the midst of, whatever the video was about. So at one point I made it private. I put it back public, and I put a trigger warning on it, and it was just like, I don't know. But yeah, so many moving parts, a lot of stuff going on. I've been trying to record a video for y'all all day. I cooked breakfast this morning. I was going to have y'all record with me, and Naya asked me to cook. So I made her some sausage and eggs and grits, and then her and Kwani had breakfast with me. Excuse me, even though I can't eat that much because my stomach is acting crazy, so I don't know. What else? I cooked dinner, chicken Alfredo. It was alright. I mean, I'm a good cook. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie, but my weakest dish, I will say, is the chili. It just never comes out the same. It never comes out right. And I don't really like the spices in chili. And I really don't like beans. But I make myself eat it. It's a lot of stuff that I don't like. I don't like avocado, but I like guacamole. I don't like grape flavored things, but I like grapes. Yeah, my kids, they were telling me last week, I like ketchup and spaghetti sauce, but I can't stand tomatoes. So it's just like, it's a thing. But when my kids were smaller, I would eat the stuff that I didn't like, so they would learn how to enjoy everything. So yeah, it was the things we do as parents, the love for our kids. Speaking of parents, it is a beautiful thing having all adult kids now. But it's also like very weird because your relationship with your kids is supposed to grow and evolve, and it's just so weird because like I remember when my kids were small, I was like, oh my god, when I'm 40 my kids are going to be this old. When I'm 42 my kids are going to be this age. And now it's here, and it's crazy. It's crazy. So I was telling my kids, like, since everybody is 20 and older, like, I'm mommy. I'm always going to be mommy. But our relationship, the way we communicate, the way we interact is now going to have to change. So it's moving away from me telling you what to do to I'm giving you my advice. I'm telling you what I would do or what I feel is best for you and your best interest as your parent. And you can take it or leave it. I also think about being straight up with your kids. Like, I'm not going to say I wasn't straight up with my kids, but as parents, I take my kids' feelings into consideration. I know my sensitive kids versus my ones that's not that sensitive. Um, yeah, I really did it. It wasn't like, oh, okay, well, Terrence, Aquan, and Maya, and my other kids. Um, it wasn't like, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I hate when that happens. Oh, it was very individualized. My parenting style was very individualized. So I curtailed it to each one. Naya is my sensitive one. So it was like I couldn't just say stuff to her. You know what I'm saying? I kind of had to sugarcoat it a little bit, and really take her feelings into consideration, because what I learned is that it's not what you say, but it's how you say it, right? So when I was younger, my grandmama used to always say to me, like, I used to be a very blunt person. So whatever I felt, I would say. And if somebody wanted to know the truth, I would tell them. I'm not gonna lie, right? So my grandma would tell me that you're gonna hurt people's feelings, right? And it was like, that was never my intentions. But I feel like lying to people is hurting them, you know? So I just kind of curtailed the way, I don't know what that is. Oh, the fish tank. The way my parenting style was. I had to treat each person as an individual, and sometimes as parents we don't do that. We just say, I'm the parent, do what I say because I said it, and we just treat all of our kids, the same. But yeah, having going from a child parent relationship to adult child parent relationship, it's a piece of work. Like, I mean, of course my kids don't need me in the same way, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. Okay, so at home or close by, I have a 20-year-old, a 21-year-old, and a 24-year-old. The 20 and 21-year-old lives home. So I literally get up in the morning, I say good morning to my husband, and then I go check on my kids every morning. I go in there because my son works overnight, so I want to know how his day went. And if I'm up throughout the night, I'll send him little encouraging texts because he hates his job and he doesn't like the shift that he works. So I think for him, encouragement is big. You know what I'm saying? So I go in there and I'll talk to him, see how he was doing. And then my daughter, by the time I'm done talking to my son, my daughter, she's usually just getting up. So I'm checking on her because she works a later shift, but she doesn't work overnight. So I go in there and see how her work shift was. Sometimes after she comes in, I check on her too. But sometimes I don't get a chance to do that if I'm not up. But I do definitely try to wait for her. But yeah, it's just like some people might feel like that's too much as them being 20 and 21-year-olds to go and check on them every day. But I feel like it's imperative as parents, even though your kids are old, to check in on them because you just never know what people are going through. You don't know. You just don't know. You don't want to take anything for granted, and you want to try to steer your kids in the right direction. Again, once they become adults, it's truly up to them. But I'm one of those people that feels like as long as I say it, you know what I'm saying, then I know, then I'll feel good. But if I don't say anything, then if something happens, I'm gonna have some regret. That's one thing I try not to do, is have regret. You know what I'm saying? So the whole adult child parent aspect is really different because I'm trying to find out in what ways, to help my kids. I'm not like a helicopter. My daughter says, Mom, you're a helicopter. But I'm really not. But yeah, just trying to find ways to help them and encourage them and know that they're not alone. You know, me and daddy got your back. Y'all can come to us for anything, no matter what, good or bad. Just, you know, let us know what's going on in your life. Um, what else? Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to start recording again on Pancake's channel because, I mean, he bad. I'm not going to lie. He's bad. For example, this is the thing about Pancake. And see, I don't know if I told y'all about the story when I got attacked by a cat when I was little. I have to check my channel. If I didn't, I'll tell that story. But I've always had this fear of cats since I got attacked by a cat when I was younger. So I love Pancake, but I don't trust him. I mean, he's still a cat. I didn't forget. I mean, I was beyond traumatized when I was little when I got attacked by that cat. So it was like, I love you, Pancake, but I'm still kind of like scared of you. And I think he takes advantage of it. So for example, last night, now yesterday he was following me around like a puppy, wouldn't leave me alone. Every time I got up and went somewhere, he went. You know, when my husband left for work, he jumped up in my bed. Shh, don't say nothing, because he's not supposed to be in my bed. He's not supposed to be in my bed. So he jumps up there. And then I'm giving him treats throughout the day. I made him a little cat fort. I'm gonna do a video on his channel, but I made him a little cat fort. And it's so funny because to make this cat happy, you could tell he was homeless. Because the smallest things make him happy. I'm not saying it, but cats are snobs, I'm not gonna lie. And the smallest things make him happy. And I literally made him a fort out of 2 cardboard boxes. And it's like the best thing ever for him. He really loves those boxes. So I came up with this little game because, let me hurry up because this video getting long. I came up with this game. So with his little fort, it got like an entrance over here, and I can kind of like close the doors a little bit. And I use he has this little toy, mouse toy, and I just be putting on different sides of the boxes, seeing if he's listening, and then, you know, let him attack it or whatever. So I make him do that for a good 10 to 15 minutes a day. I try to do it 3 times a day, but I don't want to be the only one responsible for playing with him. So I do my shift and I call it a day. But yeah, I make him do that. And then the kids say that the cat is not trained. But I know that he's trained and he listens and he knows exactly what I'm saying. Anyway, I'll show y'all on his channel. I make him get on the top of the chair. I get the treats. He follows me. Then he sits in front of me. I put the treats on the windowsill. I walk back to him. I tell him to go to the window. And then when he go to the window, he sits on the floor. And then I say up. And he jumps up on the windowsill and gets the treats. The kids think that I didn't teach him that, but I did. So, yeah, that's pretty much how my day went. I'm so glad I was finally able to get this video out. I swear to y'all, I tried to film a video at least 6 times a day. And I was just like in the dumps a little bit because the video I made yesterday, it triggered me. So that's why I was like, I got to make sure that this doesn't happen. Sorry, somebody calling me. I have to make sure that this doesn't happen to somebody else. Like, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to harm anybody. So that's definitely not my intentions. And then the other thing was, my daddy's birthday will be here soon. Well, it's in December, but yeah, I'll do a tribute to him video. But yeah. So, yeah, I just haven't been feeling that good today emotionally. I've been feeling a little down. My energy's been a little down. That's why I went on and cooked for my kids and my family. so that they could be happy, because that makes me happy. Yeah, but I feel better now. I feel better now because I was able to get this video out, and I know that like a lot of people struggle. You know, it doesn't have, you don't have to put a name on it. It doesn't have to be, I struggle with depression, I struggle with anxiety, I struggle with this, that, or other. It doesn't have to be that. It could just be, I'm not having a good day mentally, right? Write that stuff down. Journal, make videos. You don't have to post them if you don't want to. You can just make videos for yourself. You can post them, you can make them private, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that you get that stuff out, because if you don't, and I know, that stuff will pile on top of each other and it will boil up whenever. You won't even know when it's going to happen, but it will. So, all right, that's enough of me blabbing. It's been 15 minutes. If nobody told you that you're enough today, you are. Just the way you are, with no strings attached. And if nobody told you that they love you today, I love you. So until next time, guys, peace, love, and blessings. Until the next one.